Okay, I don't get that, but all right. Well, we'll go with it. We will go with it. Okay. Well, here we are. Hopefully the picture's gonna be good. I like this right here. This is neat. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Oh, sorry. Trying to. So I was trying to go live. Actually, I was. Okay, we're gonna do vertical, and then it told me to not. So I have a funny feeling that it's gonna get messed up. So I don't think I'm gonna be live streaming very long because YouTube doesn't know whether I should go live vertical or horizontal. So, but anyways, and then also this thing is messing up, so I'm gonna have to turn my gimbal off really quick and then move the camera a little bit more this way so I can balance it a little bit better. And then, okay, that should be fine. That should be better. I hope. I might have to move it again, but I think we're good with that. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to make you guys dizzy. Now, I know it's cold in some places where you guys are, but it ain't here. Not to rub it in your guys' face, but I'm rubbing it in your face. It's nice and warm out here and it's breezy. I could have used a hoodie, but I don't need one. So I want to say it's about, 70 degrees, but it's windy. Got winds about 15-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, this is a beautiful day to go to a cemetery. Now, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to gloat, but I want to gloat because the weather's nice. And I feel bad for some of you guys out there. You guys live in Antarctica, or you live in like Minnesota, which might as well be Antarctica to me. By the way, there was a story I really wanted to do in Minnesota. It's just too cold to go over there. I don't like the cold. I'm not into it. I'm not into the cold. But hello to everyone out there. Jessica Walker, what's up? Ronnie B, Kale's in the building. Tania Robertson, or it's Roberson, I know, because there's an NBA player named Roberson. By the way, are you related to that gentleman? Sharky's in the building. What's going on, guys? Rudy G. And Jan Connor, long time no see. And Tennille Brown, I think I got that right. Yes, Lisa Johnson checking in. Go to the no. Robert Wagner, is it that Robert Wagner? Christine Clark, thank you kindly. And Juan F. Juan is in the building. Copperopolis, California. Never heard of that. Dr. Knockers, excuse me. That's not your real name. You're not a doctor. I have a funny feeling that you were looking for a funny name to add to your YouTube profile, and you succeeded. Yes. On to more serious subject matter. Okay, so I'm on my way to Florida right now, and I was supposed to do a video here at this cemetery. I just don't have enough, I mean, it's stupid for me to say that I don't have enough time. I do, but I just, I gotta get to Florida because there's way too many stories there for me to do. And at the same time, I'm trying to do them in a way where I'm not like, really, kind of like trying to do stuff, too many things too quick. Kind of want to pace myself for Florida. So I'm trying to make it to where when I get to Florida, I have about 5 weeks to just kind of get what I want to get done before I start heading back out west. And conveniently enough, yeah, gotta just, with the time change, you gotta take advantage of that. So hopefully that dog over there doesn't eat me. Okay, so I don't know if there's any famous graves here or anybody that's buried here. I have been here before. I want to say this might be the cemetery, and I was going to do a dark side of Biloxi, but I don't have time to do it. But I am trying to do more of those videos, like where I just kind of put together a series of crime vlogs in one city or whatever. And so I want to say that the judge and his wife are buried. They might be buried here. Wait, actually, you know what? Now that I remember, I do believe. Let's really quick. I think I did a story here before about somebody here, but I don't remember his name. I know his first name, and I believe it's definitely this cemetery for sure. However, I don't remember exactly where. I know he has a flat marker. I remember that. I did the story about 3 or 4 years ago. So, hello. That's a fancy dog. Oh, that's like the Toto the dog, right? Or something. Toto. I love how that guy keeps like looking back at me. I guess I'm, listen, I do admit, I can't be a creepy guy. I never said I wasn't. But this guy, he's like looking back at me like he thinks I'm following him, which I'm not. All right, so anyways, wow, somebody did a number on cleaning this up, that's for sure. Check this out. Yeah, they took their time with this, boy. I think the story that I did, I think it's somewhere right here. If I could remember his name, or if I could remember, because I know from what I remember, he might be in this section. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not terribly sure. Got a small crypt right here, mausoleum, or whatever, however you want to call it. Lauren and Moore, 22. Thank you very much. Deborah Lyons, Juanita Mayo, Cindy Fields. From the other stream onto this one. So a bit of a sneak peek. I went to go visit the grave of Ronnie Harrison. He was the guy that was driving on the night when Jane Mansfield left here to go over to New Orleans. He's buried in a cemetery about 4 miles down the road. So I was live on my Facebook and went to go looking for his grave. So that story is done. So I'm going to combine that. So from here on out, there's some stories where I'm going to combine them with others. I'm not trying to do that too much because I don't want to start. It'd be easy for me to just start collecting, one grave in this cemetery with another grave in another cemetery, and then next. I don't want to start doing too many of those. Like not at all. Just on the extreme occasion. I don't know why, but I those videos to me, it's like, I don't know. But sometimes, when you want to see, this is what I don't get about YouTube. Sometimes when I want to do a story, sometimes it's only 5 minutes. But then YouTube, it's like they don't want to push it because it's not 8 minutes, because then you get 2 commercials. So it's a money thing, and I don't, and I will not. Sometimes I'm just like, man, I think the video should get good views, but then it's like, it's only 3 minutes. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just combine them with a couple other stories, because I don't want to necessarily also upload a bunch of 3 and 4 minute videos. I mean, unless it's TikTok, then I don't care. Enough about that. Yeah, I have a feeling that the story I did, it's somewhere right here. I'm not terribly sure, but Lisa Herschel from Vermont. I know you're not going to be walking around Vermont without a jacket right now. Pretty cold over there in yonder Vermont. Calais Miley, is that you? Calais Miley? I know I said your name correctly now, right? Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I prefer doing this horizontal because you see more of the cemetery. I don't like doing the vertical, but YouTube is like really, really, like right now, I have a funny feeling that they're going to tell me to switch to vertical, and that gets on my nerves. So, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to. So, yeah. Okay. This is a pretty cool tree. This is when you know you're close to Florida, when you start seeing these willow trees. That is what it's called, right? This is a willow tree, right? Or am I wrong? I prefer to be wrong and corrected than to be wrong over and over. That's a weeping willow tree, right? Guys, help me out here. I hope it is. I'm not a tree expert. As a matter of fact, I'm not an expert on anything. So if I get it wrong, please let me know. So that way next time I can get it right. Pamela Diaz. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you are, and I'm glad that you like the channel. I know I'm not the best one, but I mean, I do always look forward to getting better. Yeah, I remember when I came out here, that was a long time ago. Last time I was at this cemetery, that was the early days. Yeah, I have a funny feeling the grave was in this section. I'm not really looking for it, but I mean, if I can find it, I'll tell you the story real quick. I do remember it was a flat marker, for sure. But I do believe, isn't this where the judge, it was like some weird story with some Dixie Mafia guys here. I was gonna do the story for what do you call it? A Dark Side of. I don't have the time to do it because I gotta get to Florida. I gotta get to Florida, as some people say it. Gary Jordan from Snowy, Indiana. And Georgina Williams Riley from Snowy, Ontario. And then Denise Story from Snowy, Colorado. Wow, you guys are getting froze out. Yikes. Why are you obsessed with cemeteries? I don't know. Why are you? I would ask you. I can't honestly say I'm obsessed with them. I like them. I don't know what the difference is between a healthy fascination and then an obsession. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm obsessed with anything in particular, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it, me personally. So yeah. Come to the UK and visit Scotland first. If I do end up going to the UK, it won't be until like after the summer, and Scotland would probably not be on my radar. It would probably just be England. Definitely want to go to France though, or Paris. Just need to see with my own eyes what's going on over there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after August, because that's when I would try to get over to the East Coast, because I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time on the West Coast. After I leave Florida, that is, and start making my way. I am going to Florida, guys, right? I'm not going to change my mind. I'm going to go, right? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I'm not really sure yet. So, go to Cimarron, New Mexico. Probably not going to be doing a lot of videos in New Mexico. New Mexico is one of those states, like there's not a whole lot. I mean, there is, but it's just one of those states that, I don't know. It's really one of those states that I should pay more attention to and kind of devote more time to, and trust me, over the ensuing years, as long as I'm breathing God's good air, I do want to, focus my sites more on like states that I have not been to very much, like Idaho, Montana, New Mexico, Utah. What's the other one? Colorado is a state that because of the whole snow thing and the hills, like I don't go there. But yeah, just stuff like that. Definitely want to do for sure. For sure. First year. Devin 128, what up, what up, what up? Check that out. Got the water over there. A beautiful view, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. Juanita Mayo is trying to sabotage my diet by telling me to go eat Taco Bell. Well, listen, I've sabotaged enough this past week, so I fell off the wagon. But thank you for the $10 super chat. Yeah, I gotta stay away from Taco Bell. You're gonna be the death of me. Yeah, I can't do the Taco Bell. Taco Bell used to be good. Now not so much. Jane Mansfield was decapitated in a car accident. Okay, so that's like the common rumor. I mean, I did see a picture of her when she was dead, so she wasn't technically, decapitated. But from what I remember the picture, because I seen the picture at the Hollywood Deaf Museum, I want to say, like she had what do they call it, an avulsion? Basically, the top half of her skull was sheared off from like the eyebrow up, somewhere in that region. So technically, I think the popular notion of her having been decapitated is because, well, when you see that vehicle, you automatically assume that she was, heck, you could even say she was cut in half. But I think because there's a picture of her wig that flew off during the accident, so people assume that's her head. So I want to say, technically, it wasn't a decapitation. But she died instantly. That poor girl. And so I already kind of finished that story. So we're going to put that video up. I'll probably put the video up in about a week or two, because I filmed the grave like a couple years ago, so it was a long time ago that I did the video. So, but we're gonna get that out, and the thing with me is when I lose interest in the story, I mean, I've done like a lot of stories that I just never finish because I'm just like, I don't want to finish it anymore because I lost interest in it. And this was one of them. And I didn't do a whole in-depth video about her life and all that because I don't know. It's like, I'd rather kind of do a different kind of video when I get to Los Angeles. So I didn't really get into too much of Jane Mansfield, of her career. I'd rather kind of, because I think I'm gonna maybe save it for like when I get to Hollywood, because I'm gonna be doing some of those Hollywood videos that are kind of done a lot and what have you, and I'd like to get into more of like the history, like the little infighting between her and Marilyn Monroe, which Jane Mansfield is a unusual character in my personal opinion, because it's like, how do you explain Jane Mansfield in a fair way? Okay, you got this gorgeous woman who, like, when you see her, you're like, wait a minute, you're copying Marilyn Monroe, and it's quite obvious. And, like, she never reached anywhere near that kind of fame that Marilyn Monroe reached. I'm not really sure why. I'm pretty sure people have their own opinions on exactly what happened. And towards the end of her life, she had kind of fallen out of Hollywood favor, if you will. I mean, that's why she was performing at that supper club, because, it's not like she was, towards the end of her, career or life, it wasn't like she was getting called for big movies. She was getting called because she's hot and blonde and has a knockout body. That's really it. Hey, we need a hot, gorgeous blonde. It's called Jane. And that's really what it was. I mean, and other than that, being hot, You know, and didn't she pose for Playboy? I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I know she did a in that Promises movie. She appeared nude, which, you know, it's hard work to seek these photos out for the video, but rest assured, I am the man for the job. So I begrudgingly had to look up these pictures of her nude so that I can include in the video. I know, guys. I know. It's a tough job, but dang nabbit, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I did. And she, you know, I guess it was very taboo to do a nude scene in a movie. Very taboo. I mean, it was what, 1963 when that movie came out. So, and I hope that's the name of the movie. If not, go ahead and correct me. But yeah, so you know, she was a big star, just not a big star. You know, to me personally, and this is just kind of like my guess from, you know, whatever time I've like kind of like looked her up or whatever, and I did quite a bit of looking up with her. Yeah, I know, I did. And she, you know, reminds me of like what she reminds me that she had the kind of fame that a reality TV star does, or dare I say, like super huge YouTubers. I'm talking about like, you know, 20 million subscriber YouTubers. I'm talking about like those kinds of YouTubers that are very well known, and you know, they got ad agencies working with them, and they got several employees. I mean, these guys are doing big things, and yeah, so. But maybe, I mean, I don't want to say that she was only, you know, she only had the fame of a YouTuber. That's, you know, I don't want to offend her like that, because, I mean, you know, not that there's anything wrong with being famous in a YouTuber, but you know what I'm saying. She had like a reality TV star kind of feel to her. And, you know, when you're going to watch Jane Mansfield perform, you're going to watch you're not going to watch her because she's a good singer, because she wasn't. You're not really wanting to listen to her tell lame jokes. You're going there because she's kind of like a go-go dancer, sort of in a way. She might show you the goods. She was kind of known for that kind of flashing, random flashing, you know. And I don't know what you guys think, but I would say that Jane Mansfield, I would say, if someone told me, man, she's in the top 10 sexiest women in Hollywood and ever, I would not argue with that. I could probably, if I really thought about it, which that's a video that I've been wanting to do for some time. Like, you know, like maybe like when I go to Hollywood, go to like only like the hot women of Hollywood where they used to live, the top 10 hottest women of Hollywood, and go to their houses or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you said she was in the top 10, I definitely would not argue with you. That's for sure. I'd probably argue with you about something else, but not that. But yeah, it was a very nasty accident, to say the least. That is a definite. Okay, here we got something right here. The Most Reverend Eugene Antonio Marino, first African-American Archbishop of the United States of America. Okay, there we go. I did not know that. He was ordained a priest on June 9th, 1962. I'll have to take a picture of that for my Instagram, because I don't really post on Instagram very much. I should. I did post on Instagram today, though, for the first time in a long time. I want to say the grave that I was talking about that I did a story on, it's got to be somewhere here. Oh, you got a scannable tag. Okay. Very rarely do I see those. Do I have my other phone with me? Do I have a scanning code thing on my phone? That's the question. Because I don't really scan too many things, but let's see. Let's see what it says. Okay, first of all, let's see if I have this. No, I don't. Oh, wait, no, I do. Wait, do I or not? Well, hold on, let's see. Oh, I don't. Okay, I guess I will, guess I'll download one really quickly. Okay, I'll download the one that everyone has seemed to download it because it has 500 million downloads. All right, so let's get this downloaded on my phone, and let's see what it says. Yeah, sometimes I see those, sometimes I don't. I think the one video I did at the one cemetery in Fort Worth had some of those. Okay, so let's okay. Okay, living tags. Okay, so it's a photo album. Okay, so you can kind of see like. Okay. Her in your younger days. Okay. Maybe I should include that in one of those videos I do where I go to different graves. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. So that last name, I think is that the name I'm looking for? I don't remember. But no, I think those are pretty cool, for sure. Looks like somebody either vandalized it or it got hit with a rock, with a mower. I'm not really sure. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't here. I don't. It could have been over yonder. I remember whoever's grave that I did. It took me a while to find it because it wasn't GPSed. It was not GPSed. Okay, I think I've already walked over yonder, so. Oh, Spanish moss. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, Spanish moss. Okay, well then what's a willow tree? Okay, that's a Spanish moss tree. Okay, thanks. Okay, so now I know. So now next time when I'm live, I'm going to pretend that I'm an expert, and I'm going to tell you guys, oh, I know all about trees. This is a Spanish moss tree. Whoever thought that this was a weeping willow tree is an imbecile and a buffoon and a moron and a numbskull and a simpleton and low IQ person. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, Spanish moss. All right, very good. I am an expert now. See how easy that was? Cindy Fields with the $2. Thank you very much, Miss Fields, for the $2. Yes. A couple more of those donations, and guess who's going to buy some $6 bread? Not saying I'm fancy, just saying I can't stop with that bread. It's good. So anyways, but thank you. I appreciate the support. Try to keep warm over there. Hopefully your foot is, you should be breakdancing right now, right? With the whole foot thing. Jennifer Rowland from Oklahoma. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good looking out. Charlie Viscount Jr., thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's Oh, where am I going? What am I doing? I definitely want to start leaving before the sun goes down. By the way, guys, I don't know how long I'm going to be in Mobile, Alabama. But if anybody has anything like they would want me to, I don't know, like that's kind of interesting in Mobile, Alabama, please send me an email to Lamont At Large stories at gmail.com and let me know, because right now off the top of my head in Mobile, there's only 2 stories that I have off the top of my head. I might do a grave video at that one cemetery by the freeway. I forgot the name of it. It's an older one. It'd be like a Forgotten in Death. A couple stories that I wanted to do over there. But yeah, if anybody has anything in Mobile, man, there was this one story in Mobile I wanted to do. This guy, okay, don't get me wrong, I could be wrong, sometimes I am. From what I remember, this guy got out of prison. I don't know what year. It was within the last 5 years. He got out of prison and he killed 2 people the first day he gets out. Now, I don't know if he was targeting these people and he was waiting to get out and he's like, man, when I get out, I'm gonna kill these people. I don't know the story. I just remember it came up as a blurb and I'm like, holy moly. This guy gets out of prison on his first day and kills 2 people. But again, I could be wrong. Maybe it was not Alabama, but I want to say it was. I do want to say it was Alabama. So, Julie Fisher from Australia. Well, thank you kindly. Australia, you guys are in the summertime right now, right? And Deborah Bonlean. Bonlean? I think it's Bonlean. With the $9.99. Well, thank you very much, Miss Bonlean. I'm gonna say that's how I pronounce the name. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, please let me know. But thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate it. Your girlfriend Shirley loves your content. Well, tell Shirley I said what's up, and I'm glad that she does. And I don't think Shirley loves everything that I do. I mean, I don't think anybody should love everything that I do, but for the most part, I think, you know what I'm saying, like, general cemetery / true crime stuff. And then, later on, when I start diversifying my portfolio, air quotes here, not too much, but, doing slightly different videos, maybe some people will. Now, what's going on over here? What is this, a bagel? What is this? Some kind of bread. Well, carbs are bad because I've been told to stay away from carbs. So, well, I'm pretty sure some raccoon or a possum tonight will make quick work of that. Oh, it looks like they were already making quick work of it, but maybe is it hard? Oh, it's not hard at all. Man, it's that good kind of crust too. It's like kind of hard, but like, listen, let me tell you, if I was stuck on a deserted island and I was starving, I would eat that right now. I kind of want to eat that right now because it has that good kind of, I like what is that? Is that a bagel or I don't know. You can tell it's like a little crispy on the outside. It's my favorite. Can you guys tell that I'm hungry? Yeah, okay. Anyways, stop talking about food, Lamont, please. Okay. Take a quick yonder over yonder. Want to borrow some sun from snowy cold Rhode Island. One of my favorite states. I would say Rhode Island is in my top 10 favorite states. We'll try to get up there if I do end up going to the East Coast. Because I definitely would have to drive through Rhode Island to get to Massachusetts. Because I've been wanting to do that story, a certain story up there for a certain amount of time now. Anyways, trying to get up that yonder. Keep trying. Definitely agree with you, for sure. Never take a day for granted. And I know, it's kind of one of those boilerplate cliches that, when people say, like, it makes you want to roll your roll your eyes in the back of your head, but it is very true in my personal opinion. So, anyways. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas for Mobile, preferably something quick or something interesting, yeah, definitely let me know. Like I said, I only have 2 stories that I would want to cover, and they're both very quick stories. Like literally, they're 5 minutes. Literally, they're like 5-minute stories. So. Sharky with the 5 pounds. Sharky, thank you very much. English pounds. Right? Or is that euro? I get confused between the euro sign and the pound. Because you guys don't use the pound, right? I don't think I have time to go to the beach. I'll have time to go to the beach when I get to Florida. And also, I am going to start like live streaming. We'll give it a try. I don't know if I'll do it in Florida, but I'll give it a try when I get to LA, where I'll go out at night, because I definitely want to start trying to do more interviews. I don't know if I'll be uploading them on this channel or the other channel, but I do like doing interviews with people, but sometimes, the interviews, they don't come out too hot. But then I got to practice to ask them better questions. But a couple of the interviews I did put on this channel, and I'd like to do some more of those. I do like talking to strangers, even though my mother told me never talk to strangers. I still did. So we'll try doing some lives where I go out at night on the street somewhere, and I don't know, just around people. Not trying to be an IRL person, not trying to do that, but just to switch things up or whatever. Just trying to switch things up here and there and everywhere. So we will see. Is that rock is that a marker? Have not been to all 50 states. Haven't been to Alaska. I do want to go to Alaska. As a matter of fact, maybe this summer I might go. We'll see. We will see. Definitely want to go to Alaska. Hawaii, have absolutely no interest in going to Hawaii. I don't think that's a place I'll ever go in my life. I just don't have any interest in it. What's the other state? North Dakota, have not been to. South Dakota, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've ever been to South Dakota. I know I was like literally within about a mile, but I don't know if I crossed the line. So definitely South Dakota. There was one night not too long ago that I was looking up stories in South Dakota, because I thought I was going to go. I ended up not. However, definitely will be a place that I want to go in the not too distant future. There is a grave that I want to visit. Somebody that's buried. I think they're buried actually they're in one of the Dakotas. So for sure, always got some crazy stories going out in North and South Dakota. China's definitely one of my top 5 places that I want to go. But I don't know if China is a great place, because, when they like Americans, it's a great time to go. When they don't, it's not. So I'm not really sure. But maybe I should just go to China by myself, Maybe I should just go. I don't know. I wonder where that other, what do you call it? The one grave that I did the story on. I have no idea. I could have sworn it was over there, but I've kind of stopped looking for it, but now I'm reminding myself again. Where could it possibly be? Who knows? Jack the Ripper. Yeah, they're saying that they found him. They're saying they found him. So, yeah, Jack the Ripper. Well, I tell you what. It's probably a story that I don't know. Maybe the Dark Side of London. I don't know, but I kind of got a story I want to do about a Jack the Ripper type over here, but I think the story is actually in Florida. I just got to find out in my memory bank what exactly happened, because I do remember reading that story. Yeah, I can't think of, man, there is so, like, literally, that's why I'm like wanting to really get to Florida, because right now there's like 5 stories spinning in the back of my mind. And I'm like, yeah, I got to do this one, I got to do that one, this one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and that one, and this one, and this one. So, no. And, yeah, so we will try to get as many done as I can, because I don't see myself going. If I don't go to Florida now, kids, probably not going to go this year. So I'm assuming they were brothers. They both died very young. Let's take a walk across the street. Yeah, I remember I was looking across the street when I was looking for this grave the last time I was here. Devon Erics, I did do that video about 2 months ago. I didn't, I kind of wanted to go to I wanted to make the story a little bit, not longer, but I wanted to go to where like they died and stuff like that, but I still will. I'll just probably include that in another video. I wish I had a car that I could drive on the train track and just drive all over the country. See, this is the kind of thing that I would get my kicks from. You know, like if I were a billionaire, you know, like the one guys that died in the submersible, you know, they got their kicks off of pushing the envelope. I would never in my life ever have done that. Like never in my life will I ever fly in a helicopter. I would get, if I had like unlimited money, like let's say I had too much money, right? And I was really bored. I would say, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. This has nothing to do with the cemetery, by the way. I would build me a car that rides on the rails, and then I'll just drive. And then when I see a train coming, it'll be able to, like, you know, like the thing will go up and then I'll drive off the tracks. Do you see what kind of nonsense that you think of when you don't really have much going on in your life? Do you see what kind of nonsense I'm thinking about? Like, why do I want a car? But I think that's neat. And then, yeah, and then like the trucks do, and then it goes like up, and then they could just drive off the track, right? That is a thing, correct? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for wanting to do that? That's what I want to do. I want to drive on the train tracks. Oh well, one day I will. Juanita Mail with the $2 super chat. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. What about the Abraham Lincoln grave? I did try to go during the pandemic, so it was closed then. It would probably be a Forgotten in Death video or Faces in Death video, and I'll definitely go. Yeah, we'll be back in Illinois, probably not in 2025, unless it's Chicago. And then even then, because I think after August, if I do end up flying out of California, I'm thinking about hopping planes and flying from here to there to here to there to New York. So I'm thinking about doing that, where it takes me 2 weeks and I fly somewhere for 3 days. Woo, it's getting cold now. Okay, I can feel that. I can definitely feel that now. Yeah, now I do wish that I did have my hoodie. I wish I had it now. But the story of the TikTokers that were husband and wife, and the husband unalived her. You mean killed her? I think you mean killed her. Where the TikTokers? I don't know what state that is. Oh, California. TikTokers, California was one. Oh, in San Diego. I think that's who you're talking about. If you're talking about something to do with the TikTok in California, I believe that's like already in my notebook somewhere, or at least like I know of it. I think there was another TikToker that killed somebody in New Orleans. I didn't get a chance to do that. New Orleans was just, yeah, not a good time in New Orleans, because there was too many videos that I wanted to do, but I just didn't have enough time. So it's just like, you know, that's when I kind of realized, man, I'm not going to be able to stay here in, you know, in Mississippi too long, because then I'm kind of just keep thinking Florida, and then, you know, just kind of thinking like, hurry up and get to Florida so you kind of get the Florida thing out of your system, which is kind of what I'm in the process of doing right now. So if anybody has any interest, any you know, Florida stuff, Lamont At Large stories at gmail.com. You guys have sent me some good stuff that I'm gonna do. So if there's anything else in Florida, let me know. Let me know. I'll be going through Orlando, Tampa. I wasn't trying to go to Miami, to tell you the truth, but there's really nothing in Miami that, well, Jackie Gleason, I'd like to do that video, because I like Jackie Gleason. Of course, he was the husband. To the moon, Alice, I'm gonna punch you, or something. I believe he's buried in the Miami area. The one story in Miami, Gianni Versace getting killed, I don't think I'm gonna go there, but because I'm thinking about with that whole video, I don't know if I should just do one encompassing video about Andrew Cunanan. Excuse me, what am I saying? Cunanan. It's Cunanan. But yeah, I'm not sure how to go about doing that video, because that's a lot of driving. You're basically driving from California to Florida, and then going to Minnesota, and yeah, it's a lot of driving. But we'll see. So that's the spiel. Other than that, in Miami, do I have anything in Miami? Yeah, Miami is just one of those cities like I'd like to avoid at all costs. Like whatever I can do to avoid that place, I'll do it. We'll be definitely, so yeah, so basically the cities that I know that I'm going to is probably, okay, so, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think I will be going to Jacksonville. I think. I mean, there's a story that I've been wanting to do in Jacksonville for a few years now. And probably we'll go back there and do some stuff or whatever. And then, so here's the story that I was interested in doing, and then I said, I'm no longer interested in doing. And then now that I'm going back to Florida, now I'm kind of interested in doing, but then when I get out there, am I really gonna wanna do it? And that of course is Aileen Wuornos, the schizophrenic hooker that killed 8 or 9 people. Now, you know, I went to the bar where she was arrested. I went to the motel where she was living. And like that story I was interested in doing. And then when I got there, I'm just like, you know, I was like, Now that I'm going back there, do I really want to do the Aileen Wuornos video? You know, that story with Aileen Wuornos, if she would have gotten her sentence commuted to life, I would not have been against it, because I literally think that woman was mentally ill. And when it comes to executing the mentally ill, that's when you're kind of like, is this an execution that we should be doing? You know, yeah, she killed what, 8 or 9 guys, but she was knucking farts, as one would say. So I don't know, but that might be for a maybe, possibly. Oh, and I got to do an update about the woman who tried to wash the DNA off of her by pouring Mountain Dew on her skin. Yeah, I got to do an update on her. By the way, guys, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Listen, I'm sure some of you know what's wrong with me. But that, I mean, if nobody watched that video, I did a video. This lady, she killed. She's crazy. And this happened in Daytona Beach. She killed her roommate. For what reason, I don't know. He was an older man. He was like in his 70s. This woman was like 35, 36. So she kills this guy, and then when the police find her, they're arresting her, right? She's like, hey, I'm really thirsty. And then they give her a Diet Mountain Dew, and she starts pouring it on herself to wash away like whatever DNA. I don't want to laugh because I mean, it's a murder story, but you know, how deranged this woman was. And like, I did a story because of how ridiculous it is. And she was actually pretty hot in a weird way. She'd probably kill me though if I ever met her, but. To live in hearts we leave behind is not to die. So that woman, as a matter of fact, now that I'm talking about her, I should probably reach out to her to see if she wants to do an interview. So I know that some of you guys don't particularly care for like the prison audio stuff, and I do mean to try not to do too many of them, because I know you guys are like, I don't want to hear this prison guy. So I try only to put up one a month, and I definitely do not have the time to make its own channel. Trust me, I wish I did. I just don't. But I have interviewed 2 inmates, like where I'm asking them questions. I don't really think, like, now I think the one guy, that interview, I don't think it came out too hot, but I'm still gonna put it out. I don't know when I'm gonna put it out. It's gonna be down the road. But the one guy that I interviewed, the guy that looked crazy, the one that killed the guy because he told him like, you can't pee over here, I interviewed him. So I'm gonna put that one up. Actually, that one might go up in a couple weeks. So yeah, I have to put up one of those videos just to see if anybody's interested, because you know, to do the story about the guy, and then like when you talk to him, and then it's like, wow, this guy's actually talking pretty normal, but we know that this guy killed somebody because he told him that he couldn't pee somewhere. It was something about the guy was making fun of him, or says like, why are you using a toilet to pee? Why don't you just use a urinal? What if somebody has to use the bathroom? I mean, from what this guy sounded like, he sounded like a bully. Now, of course, this guy did not deserve to get killed. So I think I'm gonna put that, I think I wanna put that interview up. Yeah, that might be the next one, and then we'll put up the other Victoria Drain audio, because that one, the last one's gonna be long, so you know. But yeah, so I'll probably put up the final Victoria Drain audio maybe in April when I get to, or maybe probably March, because you're gonna be hearing some of his audio, because he was locked up with some people with like killers, you know, because he's a killer. So I'm going to do a couple of videos pertaining to people that he was incarcerated with. So you'll hear a little bit of him describing the person that he was locked up with. And then I'll just go ahead and do the story. So I got to figure out how to go about how to go about doing that. So we'll see. We will see. Rini Pekonen. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Wendy Smith is driving but listening. Okay, she has me on, and hopefully you're not looking at the chat as you're driving. I don't want to be responsible for any accidents that you get into. So. Angel Bryant from Indiana, love your channel. Well, thank you, Miss Bryant. Appreciate the love and the support. We're gonna slowly make our way back, because I'm about ready to hit the road. Hit the road. I will try to do more live streams. Like, I don't want to do any live streams that I'm sitting in my trailer or my van or nothing like that on this channel anyways, you know. So I'm gonna try to do at least a couple a month, at least. You know, I think before I used to do it once a week. That's just, you know, not able to do that. But, you know, of course, the other channel where I go to cemeteries, we'll be going live on there occasionally. So, you know, maybe, you know, every, you know, twice a month for this channel. I think that's a good amount. And sometimes it's not going to be on Sunday. I mean, I know I was like a stickler for Sunday like that. I can't do that anymore, because it's just, you know, sometimes like I don't feel like doing it. But sometimes if it's Tuesday and it's like, you know, the sun's going down and I'm like, let's do a live. Let's do a live stream. So yes. Okay, so let's walk back. And then I'm gonna start driving towards Alabama. And I am expecting, I'm expecting at least 3 good stories in Mobile, guys. So if anybody has a good story from Mobile, has to be in Mobile though. I mean, you can send me stuff in Alabama too, but I'm not, because when I come back, I don't know what section of Alabama I'm going to be coming back through. Because when I leave Florida, I'm going to be going up through Georgia, and then like kind of north through Alabama. And because there's one story. There's one story that I want to do in Alabama, and I've been wanting to do that story for like the last 6 months. So yeah, if you guys have anything in Alabama, I will be driving back on my way to California from Alabama. Please let me know. Please let me know, because I'd like to cover it. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. Scooter. Yep, boy, do I miss riding my scooter. If I had the room, I mean, I got an electric scooter with me, and I don't ride that enough, because I'm actually supposed to use that to do some vlogs, and which I will be doing when I get to Florida, because I'm going to have to use that electric scooter, which is why I purchased it. Because in Florida, the parking is, well, you know, if you live in Florida or you've been there, you know how the neighborhoods are. They're really weird. There's really no street parking. So that scooter will be getting used. Anyways. Wendy Smith with the $2 super chat. Well, thank you very much, Miss Smith. Checking in. Yes. So one more $2 super chat and I can get that $6 bread. And I know some of you guys are really angry at me, because I was talking about the $6 bread. I don't know why some of you guys are really upset, but kind of gets you guys really, really hot and bothered about this $6 bread. But, listen, sometimes I want to brag. Sometimes I want to brag. I'm not a braggart. I don't brag about things. I think that's stupid, but $6 bread, I don't think that's stupid at all. I'm proud. I'm proud about the $6 bread that I buy. I mean, it is pretty good. It's not like I'm like buying it all the time, but yeah. Yeah, a lot of you guys are jumping in your shorts right now. You can't stand that I'm talking about my $6 bread. Let me splurge a little bit, guys. Let me splurge. Nothing wrong with it. Anyways, enough about that. Enough about that. Repair and support, long time no see. With the $10 super. Oh, so you are also in on sabotaging my lifelong endless campaign of dieting and exercise. Wow, what is wrong with you guys? Well, thank you for the $10 super chat. Long time no see again. I will not be going to Taco Bell though. If I'm gonna do some kind of awful fast food, guys, I'm going to Florida. So you guys already know where I'm going. I'm going to Wawa. They got I don't know. There's not many Wawas in the country. I think Florida, South Carolina, maybe there's one in Georgia, maybe. I only know Wawa to be in Florida. Is there Wawas in Philadelphia too, in Pennsylvania? No. Yeah, maybe East Coast, basically, East Coast. So I am going to be going to town at Wawa. I love I forgot what sandwich I buy there. I think it's a tuna. I love it. So that's what I'm going to do. Lynn Walker with the 3 pounds. That is a pound sign, right? Thank you very much, Miss Walker. Lynn Walker checking in. Yes. All right, well, take a quick jaunt around here, then I'm gonna skedaddle. Sherry Murray, well, thank you very much. And I think you're pretty cool because, well, you said I was. So the feeling is mutual, as I like to say. I love everything. You might not always be right, but you're honest. None of us are always right, except me. Just kidding. No, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Honesty is the best policy. And, listen, there's a line between being offensive and telling the truth. So, being offensive might be misconstrued with the telling the truth, but, I don't know. For instance, a good example is the story about the woman with the lift. The obese woman, by the way, I mean, you seem like a lot of jokes about her. I don't think it's funny when you're mentally ill and you're that obese. I hope she gets that fixed. Other than that, did the guy get fired? I think he lost his job. I've never driven Lyft or Uber because I'm a criminal. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a horrible criminal. And so they denied me before. I think now they would accept me because now my crimes are old. But when I try to drive, they're like, yeah, we don't know about you, criminal. We don't know about you, criminal. You going around spray painting things. You devilish dog, you. But I think couldn't the driver have just denied the ride without saying anything? I mean, why say anything to her? I mean, because now she has a case. Technically, she does have a case against him. So I don't know. Chandra's Southern Kitchen from North Carolina. You're Southern Kitchen. Are you trying to say that you're a good cook? Are you trying to tell me that you are a cook? I wonder. I wonder. J Spice CSN with the $10 super chat. Well, thank you very much, Mr. CSN. Good looking out. Okay, I think I pretty much have walked the entire cemetery. Yeah, I definitely need to get a new pair of shoes. Like, these shoes are done. I think these shoes are worn. Usually shoes last me about 2.5 to 3 months max. That's it. And I think I've had these for right about that. Yeah, I think we're done with I think we're done with these shoes. I think we're done. I think we're done. Oh, Hank Williams in Montgomery. Yeah, I remember filming part of the story, and I never got around to finishing it. I probably do by the time I get, even if I did get up to Montgomery, honestly, I'm gonna be so kind of like in a hurry to get to California that I'm probably not gonna be able to spend any time doing that story. But it's definitely on my radar for when I go back there. USS Alabama Museum in Mobile is very cool. USS. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up when I get a chance. I don't know if that's the kind of, I mean, maybe for my other channel, if I go to a museum. I mean, I don't know if I've ever gone to a museum on Lamont At Large. I'm sure I have once. I wouldn't mind going to one if they were, oh, well, no, I went to the Funeral History Museum in, up in Michigan right there. Yeah, so I did. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting video. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, yeah, I will do some stuff that's related to my content for sure. Yeah, I just, I don't know if there's any of those kinds of museums in Florida, but definitely got to hit up some places like that to see if they would let me film. Because if they don't let me film, then there's really no point in me going in there to talk about it or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah. Cindy oh, I'm trying. Montiano? Cindy Montiano. Please send us your shout out. Please shout out to my son Ethan and daughter Lonnie. Here's an SGV. Hope you get your sandwich. Love you, sir. Right back at you, Cindy. So shout out to Ethan and Lonnie from the SGV, San Gabriel Valley. Definitely will be in the SGV. Actually, I have a few Southern California videos that I've already done from like last year. I'm probably, just to give myself some space and a buffer, because I am wanting to get back to my chronological order. I don't like putting out too many videos where it's like they're scattered out the country. I like everything within a region. But probably, I'm thinking maybe next week I might put up 2 of those stories. One of them in SGV. I went to where the Chinatown massacre, that idiot killed all those people. I might put up that video next week. I'm not too sure. But SGV, boy, let me tell you, there is a story that I've been wanting to do, and nobody, well, I don't know if people on my channel will really care for it, but yeah, definitely want to go back to the SGV. Talk about some stuff, you know. Talk about some content. Yeah, definitely. When I get up to California, boy, let me tell you, I'm gonna try my bestest. From San Gabriel Valley. As a matter of fact, you know, I tell you what, I still don't know where I'm gonna be staying at when I get to Los Angeles. I really don't know, but you know, it has to be a region it can't be too far away from LA. I don't have a problem staying outside of LA, but it has to be close. So SGV, I wouldn't go much further east, but I would totally stay in SGV. I like that area. It's not nearly as bad as Los Angeles. It's not, I mean, it's for the most part, it's pretty clean out there. I think a lot of times when people get this bad image of Los Angeles, it's because, well, yeah, it's a, you know, a lot of it's dirty. But SGV is a cool part. I've never had a problem with an SGV, except for, you know, eating too much of the Vietnamese sandwiches, going too crazy. Sammy Boyd with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Cool stories you cover. Have you done John Mayer case and grave? It's still unsolved. Yeah, I visited her grave a few years ago. Personally, I think, I don't know. I mean, obviously somebody that lived in the house did it. That's all I can say about it. Somebody in the house did it. Nobody broke in. No stranger broke in. And no, this was from the inside. I just don't know who. Chuck Berry. I did that video some time ago. Chuck Berry, very interesting guy. Let me tell you, he had the money to do it, and he was very weird about it, but he got to live his life the best way he wanted to, which is being really, really disgusting and weird in the sack with, whatever, but yeah, what can you say? V Fatal with the $10 super chat. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you. John Benet's brother, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I can't say if it was him, but it was somebody that lived in the house, or either they lived in the house or they had access to the house. I don't know. I probably would, if I did a dark side of, Colorado, I probably would include the house in it. I wouldn't do its own vlog, but I don't think I would. Michelle C with the $4.99 McDonald's coffee. Thank you. That's exactly where I'm going to right now. Thank you kindly. That is exactly where I'm going to right now. Gonna get some McDonald's coffee for sure. What would I do in Minnesota? Some stuff. Got a couple videos, a couple graves. It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret. Hopefully the wind is not, I'm wearing my microphone right now, so hopefully the wind is not bothering you guys too much. You know what I mean? So, well, thank you, Miss Connie. Well, thank you from Tennessee. You flatter me oh so. Yes. Thank you kindly for the flattering words. Stratosphere Animations with the $4.99. Is there any cemeteries or mausoleums you visited that you felt some dark vibes or sense of unease? Cemetery, mausoleum. Like bad vibes? Not really. Not that I could think of. I mean, there was that one mausoleum that had not the one in Vegas, but the one in Pennsylvania. That one was kind of man, there was one that was a really bad smell. Where was that at? I already forgot the city. What was I doing? Oh, that was in West Virginia. Did I put that in the dark side? Where the mausoleum, it was really, yeah, that was a bad smell. Now that one was creepy because of the whole smell thing. So. Boston definitely is on my in my radar to do stories. Yeah, for sure. Don't have a lot of stories in Boston to do, but there is one in particular I want to do. And also, speaking of that one story, there's another story in Georgia that I didn't get to do, and I filmed part of it, and I never finished it. So, and there's Atlanta is one of those cities that I just can't stand going to because the traffic is just ultimately just annoying. However, there is a grave I want to do in Atlanta, and yeah, so I definitely want to go do that. So I don't know, maybe if I go through Atlanta, maybe it would be better if I, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to figure that out. Lady Alley, or is it Ally, with the $5 super chat. Rory Enrique Conde, Miami serial killer. You can park in my backyard if you like. Oh, we got an offer. We got some backyard parking in Miami. Backyard parking in Miami. How do I know you're not a serial killer? Listen, I might take you up on that offer. Miami, huh? Send me an email, lamontatlargestories@gmail.com. I don't know if I'm going to be in Miami long enough to like, I mean, see, if I were staying in Miami for 2 weeks, that'd be a different story. But no, hit me up. I mean, no, I'm serious. Like Miami's like terrible to park, but if I had a place, if only I had a place. But thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Becky Machaca with the $2 super chat. There you go. That's my first $2 super chat. Guess what, guys? Ding, ding, ding. Guess what? That's 3 $2 super chats. Guess what, guys? Guess what that means? You already know what's up. You already know what's up. Oh, and Trish Ward with the $1.99. I'm working on my second $6 loaf of bread. If there's anything in life that I could brag about, just the $6 bread, let me have that. Thank you for the super chats, guys. I appreciate it very, very much. When am I coming to Pensacola? Well, I might be in Pensacola soon. Who knows? I got a couple stories in there that I want to work on, so I'm not exactly sure. But probably going to be doing the dark side of Pensacola. I'm thinking. That's my guess. That is, of course, the first major city that you hit after you leave Mobile. So probably, maybe, might be doing a dark side of Pensacola, and then after Pensacola, there's an interesting story between Pensacola and Tallahassee. I think it's down a little bit, maybe close to Panama Beach. I could be lying. I could be lying, though. I could be lying. I could be lying. You never know. So, you think you follow me on X? I don't really have an X account. If that is, it's not me. It's somebody else. I try to get into X. Yeah, I should post more stuff on there. I don't know. But there is a lot of content on X that I can make out of stories. I just don't go on there. I don't really go on there too much. So, but I should. The sword. Well, thank you very kindly. Appreciate it. Yes. Stone Cold. He's not glazing. Well, it's always glazing. It's not always a bad thing, but thank you very much. Someone said something about an IPA. Oh man, I gotta calm down on the drinking. I gotta. Yeah. I had a couple beers last night, but they were really good and they were delicious, and I love drinking beer. Repair and support again with the $10 super chat. Cold cup money to go with the bread. Hey, there you go. Okay, now we're talking. See, now you're giving me more healthy ideas and healthy options. So maybe I'll go get half a pound of turkey, half a pound of ham, 1/3 a pound of bologna for that bite. For that bite. Yes. So anyways. My best friend was killed by a famous serial killer here in Kentucky when we were 13. Would you come to Kentucky to cover? If you were a part of the vlog, yeah. If you're not a part of the vlog, I still might, but like anytime people like, they say something like that, like they do somebody, if they want to be a part of the vlog, I'm more interested to do the story. But, because if I don't have you on the story, then I don't know who your friend was, and then I'm kind of like doing like a regular video. But if I could add somebody to it who, had a connection with somebody, yeah, for sure. And, and that offer is out to anyone. If anybody ever wants to say, hey, something happened, blah, 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 yeah, hit me up. I mean, no one really hits me up. So one lady did hit me up, and I keep forgetting to text her back because I was supposed to go up to Kansas. She has a pretty interesting story. As a matter of fact, I will be calling her later tonight to apologize for not, because it was just too cold to go up there, but she probably thinks I forgot about her. I did not forget, no. That story, I mean, if there was guaranteed that there would be no snow, I would, from where I'm leaving in Texas, whenever I get out there, if I do, I would go up to Kansas to go interview her, and then I would take the 70 down to the 15 and all that, but, yeah. But send me an email, lamontatlargestories.com, if you would want to be a part of the vlog for sure. For sure. For sure. Janet Brancaccio. Did I get your name correct? Janet Brancaccio. You emailed me story ideas and you haven't heard back. I'm very, very bad at sending back emails. Guys, I do apologize. I am very terrible at answering emails. That is something that, unfortunately, I've said it like before, like I will try to work on it. The only problem is the way I live my life, it's hard for me to sit down and answer like emails. I mean, I do try to categorize the stories, but a lot of the emails that people send me, they're stories that I already know. And if I don't know them, but I do categorize them, but then it would be like, I just have to be sitting down, and then I just can't do it. If I sit down, it's like because I'm either editing or I'm looking up new stories or something, or you know, messing with TikTok. So I do apologize to anybody that I haven't got back to. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to do that when I'm just kind of like, it's very hard for me to sit down and you know, respond back to messages. But I mean, I do appreciate when people email me, because sometimes people have emailed me stories I've never even heard of, and I'm like, holy moly. So that's something I should work on. But yeah, just, you know, like even me walking around in the cemetery, you know, it's like I did it because I had some, you know, because I haven't been live in a while, and I wanted to say hello to everybody and just to say what's up and all of that. And I don't even go live, you know, unless it's at night, I'm like relaxing or whatever. But to go live in the daytime, I mean, I do enjoy it, trust and believe. But when I get to Florida, I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to really try to get as much stuff as I can done. And also there will be some nighttime videos that I'll put up because I won't have a choice. And so I don't know if you guys are gonna like videos done at night, but we'll give it a try. We'll do a couple and see if you guys care for them or whatever. So anyways, all right, guys, listen, thank you for all the love and support. Appreciate it. I am out of here. I'm hitting the road. Mobile, here I come. If anybody has any ideas on Mobile, let me know. Catch up with you on the next live. Peace out.